Right. Right. Um, right. Right. Yes, welcome to the African Liberation Station. Yes, we always give thanks, and it's always good to be here, live and direct. And welcome everyone into the house. You know, having just slight issue here, adjusting the light. So let's see if we can get it on a basis where it's good. But yeah, it's good to be here. I know it's been a minute since I've come on the channel and have any kind of reasoning or discussion with you guys or any talks, because of sometimes circumstances. But as I say, greetings, greetings. Give thanks for coming in, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this reasoning and you know to vibe with you guys. As I said, it's been a minute, and I hope that we have a good audience tonight, and we'll bring forward some information, and we will recap on some of the things that we have been talking about over the years. And it's interesting for us to talk about these things and bring them forth to our mind. You see, to always solidified and recap on these things because we realize all the events that are taking place. These are things that we have been talking about for a long period of time, and we are seeing everything coming to um, basic fulfillment. You see, because the world that we live in is a total artificial concept. You see what I'm saying? It is a world that has totally turned upside down. And we as a people, we have to come to this place where we understand and understand that these people are doing something to bring an end to humanity, to bring an end to us as a melanated, carbonated people. And we have to be aware of these things. All the lies that they have told over the decades and the centuries are being unfolded. We are living in the age of the known. We are no longer living in the belief age. The Piscean age has passed and gone. So now we are living in the known. Now is not a time to believe anything anymore because everything is open and exposed. Everything is open and exposed. There is nothing hidden anymore. All the sacred, the secrets that the agendas that they have to destroy this planet and those of us who live on it is being exposed every day. So they cannot hide anything anymore. So when we tell you that they were going to bring about these food shortage, famine, all these different things and the like, you are seeing it happening in real time. You are seeing all of this. You're seeing germs warfare. You're seeing they trying to poison you with the food. And these are things as we talk about that has been going on for a long time. You've seen how the entrapment of our people, how they put our brothers in prison, trying to destroy the melanated, carbonated family, and trying to get rid of all of the gods and the goddesses of the planet. The reality is, we know for sure, though, that they are not going to succeed in what they are trying to do. It is not going to happen. Yes, they will destroy a lot because the point why they will do that, that is a lot of our people, even though we have been speaking, talking to our people a lot of time has not been listening. Our people are have been fast asleep, and many of our people are still fast asleep in this day and time when we keep telling them you have to wake up to the reality that is taking place, to realize that you have been living in an artificial world. They move you out of nature. When we are nature, they move us out of nature and put us into an artificial world. And we have accepted, most of us have accepted that artificial world. That the thing is that when we forward into nature, it's very hard for us, for a lot of us, to re-assimilate into nature, to become one with nature again, because of what we allow them to do to us. So now we have to change the narrative of what is going on. We have to realize that in order for us to come into our spiritual self and grow to the fullness of ourself, these are the things that we must do. We have to do a self search. We have to cleanse our mind. We have to heal ourselves. And these are the things that we have been talking about is self-healing, because your enemy will not see to it that you are healed from all that they have done to you. The traumatic slave syndrome that we have been suffering from as a people, your enemy is not going to help you to heal from that. That is the work that you're going to have to do. We speak about how they basically shutting down our mind for you not to remember. Talk about the phone system that they bring into place. When before the phone came, the cell phone came, you used to be able to remember numbers. Some of us could remember hundreds of telephone numbers, as we talked about before. But they bring the cell phone, and once they bring the cell phone about, they bring a thing that you can store your numbers in there. That meaning you don't have to remember any one name or number anymore. You just go to that name and you hit it and it dial for you. So the enemy is getting you lazy, lazy in your mind, for you not to think, for you not to figure out things for yourself. We talk about how they bring in these things like Siri and all these different things that they bring about for you not to remember nothing, that you can just tell these robots to go get this from there, do that, do this, turn the television on, and all these different things that we talk about. Now we see how these things has dumb us down, dulling our brain, that we are not able, a lot of us, we are not able to think, we're not able to get to places anymore without these devices that they have given to us, because they remove your thinking from here and they put it in the middle of your hand. And once they put it in the middle of your hand, now this one up here is not working. It's not firing in the correct way. It is falling more and more asleep. So now they used to say you only use 10% of your brain. Now some of us don't even use 5% of our brain. That is where we are at in the stream of time. So that is why when you look and even see how much people are so fast asleep in the system, because everyone is thinking, I have to go to work, I need a job, I need money, I need all these different things. So they're doing this to you to make you think that you need things that you don't really need. And as long as you keep depending on the system, when you don't realize is you keeping the system alive. It is you keeping the system alive. And that is what we have to understand and understand, that we are perpetuating a system that is bent and destroying us. We are participants in our own destruction. As I said, you are living in an artificial reality and don't even realize. Most of us don't like to sit by ourselves. We don't like to think. We don't want to meditate. We don't want to be in a space that we have to think. That's why I said, in order to find yourself, in order to know yourself, in order to love and accept yourself, These are things that you must do. You must be able to be by yourself, where you do self searching within. Because the answers that you are looking for is not outside of yourself. And these are the important things for us to remember. We talk about religion and what it has done to us as a people is one of the biggest weapons that the system have in its hand that it used against us to divide and conquer us as a people. And all of these things we must recognize and realize what the system has done to us and how the system keep us in the place that we are. You have to come out of that place. You have to wake up and realize the importance of going deep within yourself and awaken that God within yourself and start to think for yourself. Because, as I've said many times on many different shows, no, Jesus is coming to rescue you. That is a farce, that is a lie. There is no such thing. You have to rescue you because only you have the power and the ability to rescue and save yourself. That is a fact. I tell my people this. You have to do some research to help balance out things for yourself. It is your job, your accountability to go deep within and find the answers that you are looking for because none of these answers are outside of yourself. We are running after money, that dead energy that you put life into. And you think that it's going to bring you happiness, you think that it is going to bring you the so called peace of mind that you say, it is going to give you all the things that you need to do what you need, but all these things is not true. All of these people who are so-called wealthy have a lot of money and put themselves in these so-called position of wealth. They are not happy people. You go and check this out for yourself. Check the history of even your own people that has gone to Hollywood, that has been in the music business, that has been in the sports industry. Just look at them, look at their living, look at their lifestyle, and see if they are happy people. They get caught up in a system. Many of them become drug addicted. Their children also become that. Happiness is not in money. Happiness is not in the house that you possess. It is not in the car that you drive. It is not in any material things. Happiness comes from within. And the more you learn to go deep within yourself, then you will realize the happier you will be. It's very important that you connect with yourself, reason with yourself, and find answers within. Because if you are looking for answers outside of yourself, then someone is out there waiting to deceive you and entrap you. You have people out there, they're writing books, they're giving you these books to go and read, they call self-help book and all these different things. But is that what you really need? You see, the thing is, this is the trick to a lot of the things in the system that you face. These people that write these books, think about it. By time they sell all these books, they will be multi-millionaire and billionaires. Remember this. By time they finish selling off these books, they will be rich. And you will still find yourself most of the time in the same position. These are pyramid schemes. Everyone is going to tell you how to get wealthy, and they will keep doing these things. But what you have to realize, success is not in money and the things that you possess. Success is when you know yourself, when you love and accept yourself. There is nothing, once you reach to that place, there is nothing that is going to be beyond you. There is nothing that you can imagine and do. You can be able to create anything you want Once you know yourself and accept yourself, because that is going to give you what you need, the driving force to put you in the place that you need. So, what I'm saying to you, my dear brothers and my sisters, it is highly important that you always remember who you are. And if you don't know who you are, then you need to start search for that person that is within. When you search for this person within, and when you find this one, and you start to pay attention to that voice that is always speaking to you, then you will start to find happiness. You will start to find satisfaction. And I'm not charging anyone to tell them this truth. There is no love outside of you. There is no happiness outside of you. It is what you portray from the inside that you will receive outside. Because it's whatever you put out into the universe, it will surely return to you in full measure. And some people say, well, I always try to love and do this, but do you know what love really is? And if you don't know, what is it that you're putting out? That is the question. You see, there is so much to self. There is so much to self that for you to really truly find and know yourself to the fullest degree, it will take eternity after eternity, because there is so much to you. You are a universe within yourself. And if you study yourself, you will have no time for other people or to get into your business or to think, oh, this person is doing that, that person is not doing this. No. The focus is supposed to be on you. And when you focus on yourself, you don't have time to waste on other people's life and their business and what they do and what they don't do and think that is going to do something for you. It is not. When you focus on you, then you will see your life change into what you want it to become. You see. So, as a people who are suffering from post traumatic slave syndrome, we have work to do, and the work starts with each and every one of us as an individual. This is where it starts, and this is where it will end. Because you are the beginning and you are the end. That is the reality. You see? So you have to do the work to see the difference, to see the change, just like when you go to your job. You are the one that is there, and you are the ones that is making things happen. Without you, nothing wouldn't happen. Just like the system cannot run without you. We talk about how they are trying to destroy as much people as they possibly can. All these reports have been out, and they have been out for many years. They have been running simulation, doing all these things, talking about even this, corona thing that is going on, and all of this. Okay, these things that they have put out there, they have talked about them for years, and these disease we know they create. COVID-19, you name it, they create them. We come to know all of these AIDS and all these different viruses, they create them. One thing we must learn, my people, nature doesn't create virus. Nature doesn't need to do that. You will not find that in nature. Anyone tell you that nature create viruses to destroy you, they are liars. That is not the truth. If you are from nature, why would nature want to destroy you? But the ones who want to destroy you, they are not natural. And that's the reason why they make so much GMO products, because they are GMO people, genetically modified people. Okay? The reality is, whether you want to accept it, yes or no, that you are the gods and they are mankind. You see, you are the one that decide to create mankind. There's no one up in the sky that decides that. You make them in our image, and even in their own Bible, they tell you, ye are gods, they are gods, but they will die like common man. You see? So many read these things, but they don't get it. Why would it tell you that they are gods, yet they will die as common man? You see, many people don't even know that it's in their Bible that they take up every day. They don't know. You see? So, what I'm saying to us as a people, when you read something, you need to think. And sometimes you need to read things over and over. The Bible, this book that they use to control and trick you and tell you that someone else is coming to save you, is something that you really need to study. In the sense, if you want to know the truth, you will realize that it's not talking about what you think it is talking about. This is a book of numerology and astrology. You see what I'm saying? It is not what you think. None of it has ever happened. None of those stories that they tell you in this book did not happen. There was no man named Abraham. We tell you that. There was no man named Moses. There's never been any of these people. We talk about these things. There's never been those people. One thing you can go and investigate, my people, if you think what I'm saying is not so, this book called Bible, okay? Think of the English language, for instance. Go and do some research and see when did this language came about. It is not long ago. It's a new language. It is one of the newer language. Okay? And it starts with these people who we call the English people from England. That is where that language was developed. I give you some things, my people, and these are things that we need to understand, understand. Africa have the most languages in the entire world. You hear what I'm saying? Listen to me carefully. In Ghana alone, there is more than 35 different languages and dialects. You go to all these different nations in Africa, even in Ethiopia, I think there's over more than 100 languages in Ethiopia alone. Every European country, every Asian country, they have one language, maybe two. Listen to me carefully. This place is the origin of origin. Go check it out for yourself. This is it. And when you hear even certain words in this language, you will know that this is where their language originates from. So when they tell you that they are superior, even when you think about those of us who live in the Caribbean, who they took there from this place, they beat a language into us because after they beat our language out of us, they beat a language into us, remove our name. But guess what? We take their language and make another language out of it. That is how powerful a people we are. That they themselves could not understand and understand the same language that they give to us, that we take it and break it up and make it into something else. Show me how they ever do that in their existence. So, who are the geniuses and who are the creators? You see, we talk about our brothers and how our brothers need to treat our sisters and put them into their rightful place. We talk about how we need to grow together as a family and as a nation and as community. We have to remove ourselves from this European mindedness because we are Eurocentric in our minds. And that is what we need to work on every day is to remove that European thinking. Our carbonated, melanated man, a great deal of our men don't know how to be men anymore. They are not African men, they are Europeans. Beating sisters, disrespecting sisters, dishonoring sisters. These are the things that our brothers been doing. And I'm saying to brothers, we have to stop that. That is not from our ancestors. They did not do these things. But these same ones, they were beating your women in front of you and making you help to beat them for them to have relation with them. These are how many of these things come about. So I am saying to us, we have work to do, brothers and ourselves. We need to empower our sisters. We need to give them that power that they need. Because when we give our sisters their rightful place and their rightful power, then we will see us grow as a nation and as community and as a people. These are the things that we must do. We have to change our mentality. And our sisters have to start to see that the system is always trying to separate you from your man. This is when they tell you, oh, some of our sisters feel proud of this when the system say, oh, you are a very strong black woman. You are a, independent, strong, independent black woman. But we don't stop to think, what the hell is that? Our sisters take that as a badge of honor. I want making more money more than him, so now I'm the boss that is running the house. Sisters, I know that you are first. But don't let the enemy use you against your man. You never hear the system telling white woman saying, oh, I'm a strong, independent white woman. I'm a strong, independent Asian woman. I'm a strong, independent Indian woman. They don't do that. They don't do that. We have to come into that, into ourselves, and realize what these people, they are dividing us in every way they can. Just like we talked about already, when the melanated carbonated family needs help from the system, for instance, in America, they tell you you have to get rid of the man out of the house. When the so-called white family or Hispanic or any one of them else need help from the system, they don't tell them to get rid of the man out of their house. And so they will push you to get rid of the brothers out of your life in order for the system to become the father of your children, to make sure they and grow up in a system that they can criminalize them and destroy the carbonated melanated family. That is what you are not seeing, my sisters. Soon as anything happened between you and your man, they said, put him on child support. You see, they are destroying you with your own help and with your own hands. It is a foolish woman that will take her own hands and tear her house down. We don't want to help the system. Don't let the system make you put your own people in prison for them. We have to stop these things. We, as a carbonated, melanated group, should never even talk about, oh, we are going to put this person in jail or whatever it is. I'm telling you, the system wants you to do that. The least little things, we are against each other. You see? And that's what they want. They give us all these different religions. Some say they are Muslim, some say they are Seventh Day Adventist, Baptist, Catholic, Jehovah's Witness, you name it, and we say we are hit. But the problem is, my people, as I've said many times, the system knows what they are doing. And one thing I can say to you, when the police stop you in the street, they never ask what religion are you. They never ask. They only see a black man or a black woman. That's what they call us. Even though we know we are carbonated, melanated beings, they, we are black. They don't ask, they don't look at you and say, are you from Jamaica? Are you from Africa? Are you from the Caribbean? Are you from here? Are you from there? They don't care about none of that. They don't care about that. These are the things that we have been telling our people, but our people fail to think for themselves. So I'm saying to you, my brothers and sisters, I've said it many times before, we are spiritual people. We are spiritual people. We are not religious people. And it's a huge, huge difference. These are the things we need to know. And these are the things that we must accept. And these are the things that we must bring and teach our children. The system is teaching you to go against yourself. We must stop these things and we must change them. We must stop helping the system to put our people in these prisons and jails and all these different things. We have to stop doing that. And we have to change the whole narrative of what the system is doing to us. It is very, very important that we understand and understand that is their aim is to destroy us. And they allow all these other groups to come in. Sometimes I hear my brothers and sisters are on YouTube talking about all the Asian brothers and sisters, their Spanish brothers and sisters. They are not your brothers and sisters. They don't want to be your brothers and sisters. Every nation of man on earth and their people is against you, the melanated, carbonated ones. Everyone is against us. And we have to stop lying to ourselves and denying ourselves that these people are our brothers and sisters. They don't want to be you. When we hear those of our people that live in places like Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and all these different places, and see how they have been marginalized and they have been, you know, spit upon and been treated like they are nothing or of no account. Just ask them, just go to these places. I'm telling you, I've been to a lot of these places. When you go there and you talk to brothers and sisters, they will tell you that they don't like you, neither do they like us. You see what I'm saying is. So don't go out there and put out for people who don't put out for you. Don't put out for people who don't put out for you. Don't out there care about people who don't care about you. None of these people have any love for you. When you go, for instance, to places like the DRC, and you'll find some of your people here and they will tell you some story that you will wonder how they live amongst these people, and some of them are related to each other, but they will tell you as long as you have this complexion, they will tell you, oh, they don't really want to have nothing to do with you, and if you want to be married, you must marry someone lighter than you, that you can always change and make your race a better race. Imagine that. You see, so these are the things that you will face. You go to places like Colombia, and you realize that the largest percent of Colombians are African people, but they don't show them on television, and you will not see that. And lots of other places in South America, in these places that you go, you will find that. In Mexico, in a lot of different places, we are there, but we are not loved by them. So stop talking about they are your brothers and sisters. They don't care about you. You see. So I'm saying to us as a people, unity is strength. And when this is one of the things I want to tell our brothers and sisters. And it's very, very important that we recognize and realize that when we have solution to our problem, don't come and put it on YouTube. You must gather together as a community and you must work on these things together. Don't give your enemy your secret and how you move. Guard your secret with your life. You hear what I'm saying? Guard your secret with your life. Make sure that when you are planning to do things, make changes in your community, work together as a community. You don't need to put it out there to your enemy. Any discoveries that you come up with, anything that you invent, You don't need to put it on YouTube. Stop doing these things. Stop telling the enemy how we're moving. We must stop doing this. It is part of the destruction. And we have those in among us as a people that are traitors, sellouts, Judases. We have many gatekeepers. All of your so called leaders are gatekeepers. All of them are traitors. Every last one. I don't care who they call themselves. They are working for your enemies. Stop trusting in them. I hate when my brothers and sisters on YouTube are telling our people that, oh, this person is going to be a good. No, none of these people that you see, whether in Africa, whether in the Caribbean, anywhere you see one of us in a suit and a tie, they have sold you out. Hear me again. Anywhere you see one of our people standing in front of you, calling himself a leader in a suit and a tie, he has sold you out. He's your gatekeeper. He has been paid by the system to be your gatekeeper, to watch over you and make sure that you don't do nothing to upset the system. He's been paid to do that. But I know all of these so-called leaders, they will pay an heavy price. Trust me. I am telling you, my brothers and sisters, make no mistake about it. They will pay for the crimes that they have committed. And that is a fact. So we must work hard to build a strong foundation, starting from the ground up. Don't look to the top for any help because there's nothing on the top for you. Build your own house and put on your own roof when you get there. Don't look for the top down. Nothing doesn't work that way. Everything works from ground up. That is how it works. So all these things that are happening and are yet to come, I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, it's getting ready to get rough. Don't think that is nothing is changing. You see, right now everything is at this point where it looks like everything is easy. You can fly over here and there. Trust me, it is coming to a point when it's going to break up and they are going to close the gate again. And this time, when they close the gate, there's a lot of destruction and mayhem is going to happen. They are planning it. They are in their stage of carrying out this. And it's going to come upon a lot of our people that won't heed the warning and decide to stay in these world, in this Western world and European world, don't want to come out because they want to try to squeeze every dollar out of there. But my dear brothers and sisters, this is fear warning to you all. Wake up. Wake up and do what you must. Because you think that it's over, it's not. It is getting ready to get rocky and rough. And just like they tell you about the so called Jerusalem that never existed, but like they told you what happened when they came and surrounded, and then they suddenly, the army left, and it says, in the prophecy that they make says, those who had discernment fled to the mountain. I'm telling you, these are warnings to you. Those things never happened then. Now is the time when, anytime the army come again, what did they say happened? The army came and when it surrounded them, what happened? Mothers was eating their children and everyone was shut in. They come and they fence them in and destroy them. So I'm saying to you, my people, wake up, wake up and realize that is your soul that you're after. And if you don't take heed to this warning that has been given to you, when this other pandemic that they are planning come, it's not going to be any escape. So don't sit there and think for any moment, fool yourself and think, oh, nothing is going to happen. Everything is going to be fine and life is just going to be wonderful. No. Be aware, be aware that a person who set traps to catch an animal does not give up. So these ones, they are catching humans like you. So I'm saying we must understand and understand that we are living in some serious time. We are the chosen ones, truly chosen. Yes, indeed. And we must know that it is important that we recognize who we are. And every indication and every messages that we receive give us this warning and tell us, yes, we are who we are. We are. I am the I am. And me, when you know the truth will set you free. And I am truly free. There's no lies, there's no distortion, there's no money, there is nothing that I attach myself to. Nothing at all. So I cannot be bought and sold. You see, I give thanks to the ancestors and I give thanks to the universe and I give thanks to Ra, as always, for letting me come into this place of knowing and accepting the truth for what it is, not for what I want it to be. And that is the reality. And that is what we must do. We must know the truth and we must accept the truth. And the world that you're living in, this artificial matrix, if you don't get out, your destruction is waiting. So please, my dear sisters and brothers, everything I do it in love. Love for my people and love for myself. That is first and foremost. And in knowing and accepting. And so I hope that all of you who are listening, that you are paying attention because it is not over yet. It is really just beginning to happen to the fullest extent possible. So it's not a message of gloom and doom that I'm giving, but it's a message of awakening. It's a message of reality. It's a message that we must heed and we must accept because your enemy will not stop until he is completely defeated. That is the truth. The enemy will not stop. He have to be destroyed. And everything that we build up must be torn down. That is the reality. It have to be all torn down because it is of no worth. We don't want to see any vestige of what this enemy has created in this fake matrix to be standing when all is said and done. So yes, it's always good to be here, and I am glad that I can take a little bit of time out to talk with my brothers and sisters. I know that people are still out there celebrating these holidays and all these different things, and it's up to each individual what they decide to do. Um, these things. I know most of us who come into ourselves, we have put them away, put them aside from ourselves. And so, yes, but we take time to talk and reason with each other when the rest of the world is going crazy, partying and doing all these things. You see, destroying themselves. But I give thanks for everyone that come in tonight. You guys have truly been, great at all times, been supporting the channel, and I give thanks for that. Like I said, I know the channel is shadow banned to an extent, and so I don't really worry about that. But I know you guys are out there, and I am here, and I will try to give some reasoning and messages every once in a while when my spirit moved me to do so. So my spirit moved me to do so, and that's why I come on here tonight, and I decide to bring this live to you. So it is with great honor and great love that I've come in and you know and reason with you guys. Yes. So I see a lot of you guys in the chat room, and I am thankful for that. So it is great love, as I said, and may the ancestors guide each and every one of you out there, and may the universe always turn in your favor. And I wish upon you prosperity in all you do, in the sense that you may have what you need, and may you always be prepared for what is coming next. Because, as I said, it is coming. So please prepare yourself to the best of your ability. And, you know, I am always here to reason with you. You know how you can contact me through email and things like that. So, anytime you feel to do that, then do that. You can reach out to me and we can reason on a one-on-one basis. But it's always good to be here on the African Liberation Station. And, please like the video, share, and, you know, if you have family members and friends who you want to share these things with, ask them to subscribe to the channel also. So yes, thank you very much, all you wonderful brothers and sisters for coming in. Have a good rest of the night or the day wherever you are, or afternoon. I know we are on different time zone, so give thanks. Thank you very much.